Hey everyone, Serien here. I can't believe we're already on episode 6 of A Summer's End. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. In our last episode, Michelle and Sam take a detour to the cemetery to visit the grave of Sam's mother. And they had a bit of a connection there. They also stopped by a local seafood restaurant and met a little kitty. Sorry, but that was the most important part of the episode. Michelle really wanted to confront Sam, but was totally distracted by the opportunity to stargaze with her. Go figure. So, we're headed out to the stargazing spot now. Let's continue. We got back on Sam's bike, and she took the road that led further to the country. The road became less and less paved and more rocky as we went. She stopped at what appeared to be a trailhead for a hiking path into the mountains. That's really beautiful. We can't take the bike any further, but it's not too far of a walk from here. Are you comfortable in your shoes? I'm fine. Okay. It's just a bit further. Oh man. We walked on a dirt path that cuts through the mountain. It was the height of summer. The chirping of the birds was loud. As I walked, dirt got into my shoes. Walking itself wasn't uncomfortable, but the rocky path made scratches and marks on the white leather of my shoes. Oh well, it was nothing to be upset about. I looked at Sam. She still wore her thick jean jacket. She was sweating quite profusely. There she does it again. She was wiping the sweat off her brow with her hands. That was a bad habit to have. Dirt and dead skin from her hands could clog and enlarge her facial pores. People with good skin should cherish it. I passed my handkerchief to Sam. She passed it back without using it. Oh, Sam. Can't take off the jean jacket, it'll ruin the fit. Suit herself. I wiped my own sweat from my neck. We kept walking and walking. I wasn't exactly sure where Sam was taking us. There was no view other than shrubs and trees. The trail eventually took us through the woods and onto the grassy mountain hills. Oh man, what a view. There was an incline in our walk. Thankfully, it didn't take long to reach the plateau. I saw nestled below the foothills was a secluded ocean cove. There was a stone path ahead leading down to the beach. I felt the salty sea breeze from the top of the hill. It was pleasant. The sky appeared much bluer and wider here. It seemed as if the horizon stretched into eternity. I stared into the endless blue. My head was spinning. The height made me feel dizzy. Sam tapped lightly on my shoulder. I might have been swallowed up by the sky had Sam not been so grounded on her feet. Drink some water. We're just about there. You'll feel better in the shade below. Okay. We descended down the stone steps. We had finally arrived at our destination. We made it. I'm so sweaty. Please take off your jacket. I hate humidity. How are you making out? Making out? Tired? I'm good. I can't believe you hardly broke a sweat. Are you even human? I perspire normally, I think. Is that so? I'm gonna help myself to the soft drinks. Which one would you like? I'll have the same one you're having. Coke then? Okay. It's beautiful here. Yeah. I'm surprised not a lot of people are here. We're at a secret spot. I used to come here and to some of the beaches further out with my family. We used to stay past sunset and make bonfires. Is that so? Yep. I never did such a recreational thing with my family. It's pretty fun. But what kind of things did you do on the beach with them? Lots of things. We ate snacks, played cards, swam, fished, and of course watched the stars. It's too bad we don't have a tent today. We could sleep outside with it. You know, the crabs come out at night and pinch you all over if you fell asleep on the beach. Really? That sounds exciting in its own way. Not really, it hurts. Let's make a spot for ourselves in the shade over there. I'm about to burn up in the sun. Wait, Sam. What is it? A Kopak. I got it from the convenience store earlier. For me? Yeah. I'll put it on the back of your neck. Oh. Is it okay if I touch your hair? Go ahead, I don't mind. Thank you, it feels nice. Your skin is quite red now. It's gonna peel if you let it burn like this. You need to take care of yourself more, you know. You must be hot in your jacket. Michelle. Sam, could you take it off? Huh? There's people around, though. You're wearing a shirt, aren't you? What? I mean for the bug spray. I got it at the convenience store, too. I'll spray it on you. Oh. It's okay. You can use it for yourself. I don't need it. Oh, come on, Sam. You don't need it? In this subtropical climate? I'll take my chances. I don't like the sticky feeling of bug spray. I really get mosquito bites anyway. So you're one of those people. Well, don't ask for my Nopico if you get bit. Your Nopico? This itch cream. Wow, you really got everything, huh? I always have it with me. Just in case. You never know with mosquito and bug bites. Oh, Michelle, you're really prepared for today. I always get a bad reaction from mosquito bites. It's for my own sake. I didn't bring it specifically for today. I mean, you're the one who should be more prepared. You don't even think about putting on bug repellent when we're outside for so long. Okay, I'll put it on. I wouldn't want to attract any more bugs to us. Could I bother you to apply it on for me? Sure. Ooh. I can help spray your back too. I'm fine for now. I already sprayed myself earlier. Maybe in a couple hours. Ooh, bug spray. How romantic. I got the concentrated spray, but it says to apply every 5 hours. Really? Does that mean I have to spray it again later? Of course. Let's not forget about the sunscreen too. Huh? Don't tell me you didn't apply sunscreen. I forgot. Well, I have some in my bag if you want to borrow it too. When it's 30 SPF, you have to apply every 2 hours. That's amazing, Michelle. Your bag is like Dory Meow. Dory Meow's magic pocket. Dory Meow. I found a little spot for us to sit in the shade. Dory Meow. The sea breeze was cool and the sand was warm under our feet. We positioned ourselves to look out towards the sea. The water was such a beautiful azure blue today. The sound of the ocean waves and rustling leaves was soothing to my ears. I could sit here and look at this for 10,000 years, I thought. Just thinking about him. Dory Meow. We ate up our convenience store snacks during the time we were waiting. Man, time goes by fast. I had let Sam pick and choose the snacks, as it was her idea to begin with. Sam liked crunchy and spicy snacks like flavored chips and shrimp crackers. I like chewy and savory snacks like jerky and biscuits with filling. I noticed more and more that we weren't compatible in any sense. But despite all this, we passed the entire day together without the strain or tension that I expected. We could make light conversation or just quietly admire the view. It didn't really seem to matter to us. Whatever we did, the sun eventually made its way down the horizon. Time passed by at a paradoxical rate whenever I was with Sam. It would be neither too fast nor too slow. It always moved at its own pace, never as intended. I had almost failed to notice when the sky turned a vivid pink at sunset. Despite the troubles that I had within my heart, I could not deny that the sunset tonight was simply sublime. Sam? What is it? I forgot to mention it. I watched that movie I got from you the other day. Oh, how did you find it? It's interesting. It's different from other movies I've watched. I see. Did you like it? Oh, I liked it. I'm glad. It's a pretty heavy movie to watch, I have to say. Yes, it was cruel that it had to end like that. Yeah, it was a sad ending. And it's even more terrible to know that the real actress experienced something similar in her life and was met with her own tragedy. Really? That's so sad. And it makes me angry. Why wasn't more done to protect her? How could such a thing happen even after making such a film? It was a horrific thing. But we can't speak on her behalf or for her experiences. What happened to her is not something we could ever fully understand. It's not always a matter of strength and mental resolve. I know. That's why we have to be sensitive and empathetic, even when others aren't. And we have to be hopeful. I'd like to think that things are a little better now than they were then. Ren left a spectacular legacy. But we can't forget her tragedy. The messages of the film still apply to today's society. It's not easy to change people's perceptions. I think so. But thinking like that is so sad. Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's better now, right? It's not like in the past where women couldn't go to school and work. It might have been difficult in the 1930s, but it shouldn't be so hard to live freely anymore, right? I think that's something only you can answer. This conversation got quite serious, didn't it? No, I wanted to ask you about it too. I see. I've been thinking about the messages in these old films. We watch them so detached from the people who made them. How would they feel if they knew people 50 years later would still be watching them and discussing them? We see a beautiful face, but we'll never really know what was happening behind the screen. Are we really respecting Dren by keeping our films and watching them? even if those films might have been produced during the most painful moments of her life. I don't think that's disrespectful. I think as long as you make an effort to try to understand the person, I think the person would be happy knowing that you made an effort to keep them in your memory. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever truly understand a person 100%. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think the person would want you to turn away from them. But it's still something complicated. There's no right answer, I think. That's right. We shouldn't forget. We shouldn't turn away. We need to understand it so we don't make the same mistakes again. That's right. I think you're a thoughtful person, Sam. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. You really think so? I was afraid I gave you the wrong impression. No. I really appreciate you coming out with me today. It's fine. I didn't have much planned today anyway. I'm happy to see the stars with you. It's nice that we can talk frankly. I enjoy spending time with you like this. The sun should be setting soon. Will we really see the stars from here? Yeah, just wait patiently. The sun had finally begun to dip beneath the horizon. As it grew darker, stars started filling the sky, appearing one after another. What's that one? It's such a bright star. That one is called Vega. Vega? It's one of the stars that form the summer triangle. You see the other two stars there? So that's Vega, and that's Altair with Deneb over there. Oh, I see it. I know that story. The star-crossed lovers, the cowherd and the weaver girl. That reminds me, the Seven Sisters Festival is in August sometime, right? That's right. This year it's on August 12th. Really? People celebrate the Western Valentine's Day nowadays. I never really know the date of the festival. I understand. It's nice to be on the receiving end for chocolate and flowers. Nowadays, I suppose it isn't so pertinent to be praying to the gods for a good husband and a fertile marriage. Tell that to my mother. She's worried that I'll become a spinster if I don't try harder to get married. But I'm sure she'll have even more complaints when I start dating. She's thinking of your best interests, I'm sure. Romance shouldn't be taken lightheartedly. I know. My dad is still holding out to the thought that I would get married someday. Is that so? Do you not plan on getting married? Well, even if I find the right person, I'm not sure I can. I see. How about you, Michelle? I haven't thought about it yet. My mother has a lot of expectations on what kind of person I should marry. He has to be older, wealthier, taller. He should have a prominent chin and a square forehead. His lips shouldn't be too big and his eyebrows shouldn't be too thin. She really cares about the feng shui of someone's face. I don't know why she even believes in such things. That's quite a laundry list. You're a wonderful person, Michelle. I'm sure you'll have trouble finding someone like that. You'd make a beautiful bride someday. I don't have the time right now to care for that. I'm so busy with work. I see. Well, if you ever feel you need a little spiritual help, There's a temple in the New Territories that's dedicated to the Seven Sister Deities. It's not too far from here. It's one of the few temples that still celebrate the festival. If you pray there, you'll be guaranteed to find your love. Really? I don't really believe in that superstitious stuff. And I think such prayers aren't necessary these days. There's more to life than getting married. Career and personal growth is important too. You think so? You're such a modern woman, Michelle. Well, there's already so much to do. You know, I heard from someone that if you leave a bag of toiletries as an offering at the day of the festival, you'll be granted smooth and unblemished skin for the rest of your life. What? I don't believe that. When did these legends get so specific? Wasn't it supposed to be needlework and fruit offerings? You made that one up, didn't you? My beautiful skin can attest. Uh-huh. I don't believe you. You can go to the temple on the day of the festival and see for yourself. I don't want to. For something so trivial, there's no need to bother the gods about it. Trivial, huh? My, Michelle, you must be popular. No. I mean... I agree with you, what you mean. You have to take matters of love into your own hands. You can't be afraid to fall in love first. You'll get hurt if you think that way. It's better than waiting or giving up on it entirely. You're brave. I'm not sure if I can do the same. I wouldn't say that I'm brave. I just want to be myself, that's all. I think you're a brave person, Michelle. When you speak your mind, I find it quite attractive. Aw, don't be flustered. I mean it. Please be honest with me. Sam, What about that big bright star over there? Do you know what that one is? Oh, that one? I think it's Antares, the heart of the scorpion. Antares, the heart of the scorpion. You seem to know a lot about this. I like astronomy and astrology. Is that so? Astrology, like star signs? Yeah. What's your sign? I don't know. What does it go by? Date of birth. I see. Tell me. What? Your birthday? Why? So I can tell you your sign. I don't believe in those things. It's harmless fun. Alright. It's February 16th. Ah, you're an Aquarius. Makes sense. What makes sense? Huh? What's your sign then? You're not even gonna tell her? Capricorn. They're highly compatible with Aquarius signs. Is that so? No, I made that up just now. Compatibility is all about how you try to understand each other, don't you think? Of course. I didn't think for a second that star signs mattered. You never know. What? Alright, how about your lunar zodiac sign? What is it? I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with sharing their lunar zodiac. Tell me, please. Rabbit. Oh. Next year will be your year then. You'll be turning either 24 or 36. You're reaching a big milestone. 36. There'll be challenges in the coming year for you. That's why I didn't want to tell you. So you're 35 then? I thought you would be younger than me. I'm 23. What's your zodiac? I'm older than you. That's all you have to know. I want to know. Okay. I was born in the year of the dog. Dog? Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon. Dog? Then you're 33? I think your zodiac order's not quite right. Huh? I'll look it up later. You're so cute, Michelle. Alright, I'll tell you. My age is not a secret. I'm 27. Oh. Oh? What do you mean by oh? What do we say? Younger, older? This age? I thought she'd be older. I thought you would be older. I look older than 28 to you? Well, you're quite mature. And you're quite knowledgeable on a lot of things. I like that about you. Michelle. Okay, Granny. Will we really be able to see the Milky Way from here? It depends. Sometimes it's quite visible, but other times we might have to wait till midnight for it to be dark enough to see. I see. Do you want to head back now? You mentioned you had to go by nightfall. Not yet. It's fine. Michelle? You didn't even call your mom. Can I stay out a little longer with you? Is that okay? Okay. The whole day had passed and Sam hadn't brought up the issue of our relationship. I couldn't bring myself to ask Sam directly about it. Doing that would mean I had to confront my own feelings towards Sam. Sam was once again stoic behind a smile. I couldn't guess what she was feeling. It was as if the clock had been reset to the first day I'd met Sam. It wasn't bad that it was like this. Still, I knew it wasn't fair to have Sam wait with me for so long just to see the stars. I'm not one to usually have requests, but that night I really wanted to see it. If I could catch a glimpse of the Milky Way with my own eyes, I felt that I would know. I would know how small we are as individuals in the universe, and how much smaller the things that concern us must be. I wanted to understand this feeling. I wanted to confirm that it was tangible and real. We waited. And we waited. We waited for the bands of nebula clouds and star clusters to appear in the night sky. But they continued to elude us. I knew they existed regardless of my observation, but I needed to ascertain it with my own eyes. Sometime between dusk and twilight, I drifted into a deep slumber. Oh no, the crabs! I dreamed a strange dream. It was a scene that played out in my memory so many times since that day. I was in my high school classroom. It was the first day back to school after summer break. I was chatting with my classmates before the start of afternoon classes. I was about to tell them the story of my summer trip to Taiwan when I was called out to step out of the classroom. There had been someone who urgently needed to see me, but instead of it being my mother waiting to see me, like it was in my memory, it was Sam in her red dress. She gestured for me to follow her. It was strange, as if I was put into a trance. I followed her out of the school without question. I sat behind Sam on her bike, and she drove to some distant place in the countryside. We got off the bike, and then we walked along one of the mountain paths. Day wore on into the night. When we had reached the mountain plateau, Sam suddenly ran ahead of me. I tried to follow. However, I quickly lost sight of her. I did my best to chase after her through the thickets of trees and bushes. I was running blindly, and before I could realize, I slipped and lost my footing. I tumbled down the cliffside. I did not feel pain. In fact, I seemed to be in freefall. It was quite a surreal experience falling into a dark void. I eventually hit a bottom and landed into a pool of water. It seemed to be the ocean. The briny smell was strong. The water felt cold and heavy. I could not see anything. It was so dark. It felt as if I was sinking deeper and deeper into the watery depths. A heavy weight pressed against me. My chest felt tight. I thought I was going to drown. There was a suffocating realness to the stream. I was frightened. I struggled to swim to the surface. I couldn't fight whatever force that was pulling me down. Everything became black. I must have passed out. When I came to, I found that instead of sinking deeper into the water, I found myself floating upwards. It was as if I was drifting towards a celestial plane. I struggled to get myself grounded, but I had no control over my trajectory. I closed my eyes. I felt oddly at peace floating upwards like this. I was resigned to thinking that I would be forever lost in the cosmos when I heard a voice call out to me. I opened my eyes to find myself afloat in silvery water. The water was cool. It had a clear, transparent quality to it, but I couldn't make out a bottom to its depths. From a distance, I saw the light of a lantern coming towards me. What the? It was a woman I did not know. She wore an orange robe with flowing sleeves. She rowed her small wooden boat towards me. The red lantern perched on the boat illuminated her figure, but her face was quite obscured. I saw that her makeup was an older style, but I could not place a period. The woman gestured for me to get onto her boat. I recalled her saying that she could help me find my way back home. Strangely, I did not hesitate. I did not feel any ill intent from her. I climbed onto the boat. The woman had me sit at the front of the rowboat. She stood on the back and steered the boat. The boat glided along the still water quietly. We seemed to have traversed a far distance in the darkness. The only guiding lights were the distant stars above. The woman did not say anything more to me when I was on the boat. The only sound that could be heard was the sound of the oar pushing water. I couldn't make out the woman's expression. She had an air of quiet dignity and an imposing presence. I was afraid to cross her unknowingly. I was scared, but I didn't feel like she was someone harmful. Something about her seemed familiar. I couldn't place why. Though the temperature of the water and our surroundings felt cold, she gave a warm feeling. The dark night did not seem so terrifying anymore. The light of the stars above grew brighter as we journeyed onward. The night sky was beautiful, I remember thinking to myself. Eventually, we neared land. I saw a sandy beach nestled in a mountain cove from a distance. It seemed familiar, like a place from recent memory. As we got closer and closer to land, I saw that there was someone at the shore, waiting for me. It had been Sam. She was there waiting for me all along. As I was about to step off the boat, the woman said something to me. I remember it distinctly. She had a sweet and gentle voice. She sang to me a poem from a song I recall hearing a long time ago. The spring breeze blows, the young swallow's tail makes ripples in the water. The little waves dash away the reflection of the lotus flower. Perhaps in still water, the swallow will see her own reflection and take flight towards the new moon. My mind was clouded. I could not understand her words. I turned to face her. She spoke to me again in plain language. Young lady, haven't you realized yet? The summer that you remember had ended long ago. You have to wake up from this dream and take your first step forward. I stepped off the boat, and when I looked back, she was already gone. There was no boat, no lantern. There were no traces of the woman. All I saw was the ocean, the beach, and Sam before me. And I woke up from my dream. Michelle? Alright, okay. I think we'll wrap up the episode there. That's a really crazy dream. I don't really know what to make of it, but I feel like maybe Michelle's been lost ever since her father passed away. Maybe it's felt like time has stopped since then. Clearly, there's some connection to the old lady in the alleyway that Michelle met before. I think telling her to take her first step forward. I don't know. So, in the next episode, we'll find out what the two will do after Michelle wakes up from her dream. Will they be able to see the stars? I hope so. Until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.